What's up, BF fam? This is Big Tone coming at you from Big Tone Productions, Beats and Feasts. Hey guys, today we're going to do a recipe that is the most viewed recipe on YouTube. We're doing green bean casserole, but we're going to do it my way. You know, I always put my little twist on everything we do. But before we get started, I'm going to address something that was said in a couple comments about me being a chef. I am not a chef. I am just a passionate home cook about food, about sharing food, and of course about eating it, as you can tell by the size of me. But I just wanted to address that to let everybody know that I'm just a home cook, okay guys? And before we get started with the recipe, you know how I get down. Like the video, comment on the video, and go ahead and subscribe to the channel and turn on your notifications, that little bell down there. Turn them on because I post a video every Friday. That way you know when something comes out or when I post, okay guys? So let's get started with this green bean casserole. It's the perfect time of the year for it. Oh, sorry guys, I was drinking my green smoothie. I do this JJ Smith 10-day smoothie cleanse, so this is my last day. But if you guys want a nice cleanse that gets everything out of you and you also lose a couple pounds, just go to JJ Smith's website. It'll be in the description below, okay guys? So shout outs to JJ Smith. All right, but in any case, let's get started with the video here. I'm going to show you my supporting cast here before we get started, as I always do. So we're going to be using chicken stock or chicken broth. We're going to be using the ever so famous French's crispy onions here. Some mushroom, cream of mushroom soup. We're going to use some just minced garlic. And of course, we're going to be using the green beans. I'm using canned today just to make it simpler. And I always get, when I do this, if I do it by cans, I'm doing the no salt added, green beans. You know, they preserve it with all that salt and we don't need it. Of course, we're using a little bit of EVO. And then this is my little twist, as everybody, we're using a little bit of cheese in it. This happens to be shredded Parmesan. And then we're using a little bit of mild cheddar cheese. And then this is another one of my little twists. These are already chopped up. So I'm using some green peppers and some onions that are on the bottom there. And you'll see them as I add them. And then of course we're using my pink Himalayan sea salt, soul food seasoning, and we're using black pepper, okay guys? So let's get started with this. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna saute off my onions. I always cook my onions and green peppers first before I do this recipe. So I'm gonna start up my Copper Chef Pro here, as I always do. So I'm gonna start it up here, put it on medium. That thing gets hot very, very quick. So I'm gonna add my EVO right now, okay? Little bit of EVO to get my onions started. So we're just gonna add the simple, I just use one onion. It's a large onion. I use a large onion. I use one red pepper, okay? One bell pepper, I should say, red bell pepper. So we're gonna wait for that to get started. In the meantime, I'm gonna bring my bowl over here to mix the rest of my ingredients. Do you hear that? It got started all so quickly. I mean, this thing gets hot so fast. I can't even believe it. Let me get all the rest of this out of here. So we're gonna saute these off here until everything becomes caramelized here. Get this out of the way. While that is getting nice and caramelized here, we're gonna add my cream of mushroom soup here. If I said cream of chicken in my intro, I meant cream of mushroom, guys. So we're gonna take this out and put it in a bowl here. All right, and while this is, let me go ahead and stir my onions and red bell pepper. Multitasking, guys, multitasking. A little bit longer here on that. I'm gonna turn it down to low here. And I'm gonna give me a drink of JJ Smith's green smoothie. This is my last day, so I gotta get it done. All right. And we're gonna add our second can here of cream of chicken, or cream of mushroom soup. Why do I keep saying cream of chicken? I don't know why. Maybe it just rolls off the tongue a little bit better. Now guys, the other way of making this, I use the cream of mushroom soup just because it's easier and it's a lot quicker. That's what I use. You don't have to use that. Sometimes you can use just regular cream and just cream in half and half. Cream or half and half makes it great as well. And adding your mushrooms. Same difference. I like the cream of mushroom soup a little bit better sometimes. Makes it a lot easier. So next on this, I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of my chicken stock just to thin it out, okay guys? All right, and I'm gonna whisk that together here. Get rid of this. Whisk that together. Thin it out a little bit. It absorbs a lot of liquid, so. And I'm gonna add a little bit more to it. There we go. Now it's thinning out a little bit. Add a tad bit more. There we go. Now we're getting it to the consistency that I wanted. Just a little bit. All right. All right, guys, let me stir my onions and bell peppers here. They're starting to get a little translucent and starting to caramelize here a little bit. Just a little bit longer than that. The next thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna add my mushrooms. These are just regular button mushrooms, nothing special. I got them at the grocery store here today. They're already been pre-washed. I'm gonna add those in here. Discard this. All right, now that the onions and the bell peppers are starting to get a little bit translucent, I'm gonna add a little tad bit of garlic, okay guys? Just a little bit of garlic. All right, I'm gonna bring the temperature down on these a little bit. And I'm gonna continue to stir the mushrooms in here a little bit more. Now, if you watch my other videos, you know I always say season my vegetables. I've already seasoned them a little bit with the garlic, but I'm gonna add a little bit of my pink Himalayan sea salt. And I'm gonna add a little bit of my soul food seasoning, which is really just a kind of like a Lowry seasoning salt, but it's just got a few more spices in there. I think this one has cumin in it a little bit. And then we're gonna add a little bit of black pepper. All right, guys, and we're gonna stir this up a little bit. All right, and the next thing I'm gonna add now is I'm gonna add the green beans to this, okay? So we're just, like I said, we're just using cut green beans. These are no salt, and the reason why I got no salt because I always season my other stuff. So I've already taken them out of the can and put them in here. Be careful that you drain off all of the water, okay guys? You don't want water in this. So I'm gonna add my green beans here. I'll make a decision now whether or not I want to use the third can of green beans. But we're gonna add this up. We got a runaway green bean. So we're just gonna incorporate that really good. I'm gonna set this off to the side. It's not doing me much good right now, and I'm gonna grab this. All right, now to this, I'm gonna add again my salt. Pink Himalayan sea salt. If you guys don't use it, go get it. You need that. And then a little bit of my soul food seasoning. And remember, this has salt in it as well, so you don't want to put a whole lot And then of course my black pepper, and I'm always heavy-handed on this as you've watched my other videos. All right, so it's coming together very nicely here. The next thing I'm gonna add is my mixture of my onions and bell pepper. So we're simply just gonna grab it. And I do suggest everyone go out and buy the Copper Chef Pro. This little hot plate here, it's wonderful. I mean, it keeps the whole kitchen from heating up. It's not expensive either. I think it was total $55 or something like that. So we're gonna incorporate this. And Copper Chef Pro, if you're listening, I need another one. So I've been promoting you guys since I started YouTube. All right, so to this mixture, I'm gonna add a little bit of my Parmesan cheese, okay guys? Just a tad to incorporate all the way through it. All right, and then I'm also, and remember this has salt in it, okay? So you gotta be careful of your salt intake. The next thing I'm gonna add is my mild cheddar cheese, and I'm just gonna add a little bit of that as well. Not a whole lot. I'm also gonna put the cheddar cheese on top as well, but I'm gonna incorporate it all the way through the dish. Mix it up a little bit here in the bowl. So very, very, very simple. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and put this into the 13 by 9 Pyrex bowl here. Like I said, this is green bean casserole my way. So hopefully you guys like it and you'll want to make it for your family for Thanksgiving. Let me discard that bowl a little bit. We're gonna spread this out. If you can see this, let me move this stuff out of the way here. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is we're simply just gonna add the cheese over top, and we're gonna wait for a second to add I am gonna add a little bit of onions, but then I'm gonna put that over the top later, okay? So 1 second, we'll be right back. Guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of my French's onions in the mixture here, and I will stir it up here in just a moment. I'm gonna save a lot of these for the top, okay guys? So we're gonna stir this up in here just a little bit. All right guys, the next thing I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna taste this, because pretty much everything in here is already cooked. So you just really have to basically just put it in the oven for a little bit. But I'm gonna taste this and just see if the seasoning's right. For me, I'm gonna add just a tad bit more pepper and a little bit more soul food seasoning, okay? So I'm gonna sprinkle some pepper over the top. This is gonna cook into it. Tad bit more pepper and a little bit more soul food seasoning over the top. All right, guys, the next time you're gonna see this is gonna be coming out of the oven. So we're gonna put this in the oven that's 350 for about a half hour, maybe 40 minutes. And then I'm also gonna add the rest of my French's on top and the cheese on top, okay guys? All right, so we'll be right back and we'll see you at the oven. All right guys, so we're back here. As you can see, I've already put foil over this. So I covered it up, put a little bit of cheese on the top, and we've just covered it up. Next thing, just pop it in the oven, 350 for about 35 to 40 minutes. 15 minutes or maybe 10 minutes of that, I'm gonna take it out and sprinkle some of the more onions on top. But we're just gonna simply pop it in the oven. 30, 40 minutes, and we'll be back and I'll show you the finished product. All right, BF fam, so we're back. It's been 40, 45 minutes. I let it go a little bit longer because I wanted to get crisp on top. But I added my onions back on top. I didn't put any more cheese on it, But here you go, the finished product here, guys. Guys, this is perfection in a bowl. That's where I'm gonna put it. And I'm gonna show you when I do it, okay, guys? It's not Thanksgiving, but I'm gonna eat a little bit right now, okay? Look at that, ooey gooey, cheesy, oh my God. I'm just gonna have a little bit. I don't want to spoil my Thanksgiving. Should I do it again? Should I do the Andrew Zimmerman? Ah, wonderful. Hey guys, I can't help my string of ooey gooey goodness on my lip. But in any case, Jesus. Another perfection in the bowl, guys. I don't know what else to say. If you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, guys. And make sure you turn on your notifications. I post a new video every single Friday. So be on the lookout for that. Also, be on the lookout for Basement Bars. Coming sooner than you think, guys. I'm going to be interviewing rappers, producers, singers, promoters, comedians. It doesn't matter. If they're locally here in Indianapolis, I'm going to be trying to promote them and help them out. Hey guys, if you like this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe again. This is Big Tone signing off. Peace.